Hey everybody, welcome back to Lemon Branch DIY. Today we are working on how to fix your cast iron skillets if they have become rusty. Stick with me and I'm going to show you how. Alright you guys, so these skillets I accidentally left out for about a year. They were inside my grill and they got totally rusted. I will show you an up close so you can kind of see what they look like, but they are very, very rusted. Well, they're not the cheapest things in the world and I want to be able to reuse them again. So I'm going to show you the best way to do that because these are not garbage. You can actually resurrect them and make them work. So how we're going to do that is we are going to use this eucalyptus vinegar. Now I've showed you this before on other projects. I love this stuff for a lot of different reasons. It will take out rust, it'll take out all kinds of grease, different messes like that. But the key to this is it is extremely concentrated. So it is way stronger than your basic vinegar that you get at the store. So we have to dilute it. So not only are we going to do this, we use the vinegar, then we've got to neutralize the acid. So once we use the vinegar, it's got a lot of acid, it takes the rust out. Now we need to neutralize it by using some baking soda. So we'll neutralize the acid using baking soda, and then finally we're going to have to re-season this, and we're going to use some avocado oil to do that. So the only other thing that we're going to need is we're going to need some gloves because I don't want to touch the vinegar straight up. And the other thing is do it outside where it's really well ventilated because this stuff is really strong and you want to be able to have it well ventilated. So let's get started. Okay, as you can see, there is a lot of rust on these. So this is the back side of it. It's definitely seen better days. The front of it, you can see it's even worse. It's just been exposed to moisture. And so we have all kinds of rust going on both of these. I'll show you the back side of this too. This one was underneath it, so it's not quite as bad, but we're gonna follow the same exact method on both of them. All right, so the first thing we gotta do, let's glove up. Okay, so as you can see, this is really rusted. So we are going to use a bucket of water. Now this one, I bought this bucket. I actually use this for window cleaning. It's built for, being able to put squeegees and things like that. But since I don't have another bucket that's a little bit wider, I am gonna repurpose this bucket today so we can start soaking this in a solution. Now, what is the solution? The solution is vinegar. Like I said, it's this eucalyptus vinegar, super concentrated, and we're just going to dilute it in water. You can do several different strengths. Now, what is usually recommended is 1 to 9, so the ratio is 1 to 9, so 1 part vinegar to 9 parts water. Since this is so rusted, I'm going to bump this up and do a 1 to 4 ratio. So 1 part vinegar to 4 parts water. So how that equates is I am going to do this is about 1.5 gallons of water. So I'm going to put 1.5 gallons of water, and then this is about 6 cups of vinegar. I'm going to take this pre-measured vinegar and I'm just going to empty it right into this bucket of water. Now the water's already in here, so I am just going to pour this entire thing in here. Okay, so now that the vinegar's in there, I'm just going to use just a wooden spoon, and I'm just going to mix that vinegar and water solution up really nice and even. Okay, so now the first part is, once we get that all done, the first part is going to be, we are going to take the skillet and we have to soak it in the vinegar. Now, this is part of why I did this particular bucket, so that I could have both of them soaking, one on each side. So about half of it's in, and we want to let it soak in this solution for about 15 to 30 minutes. Now, you don't want to leave it in there for a long period of time because what can happen is called pitting. We do not want pitting. Since vinegar is an acid, it will start to attack the metal. And if you leave it in too long, it can actually cause divots or pits, basically right in the cast iron. We do not want that. So how we avoid that is we are going to let this sit for about 15 minutes. We're going to come and check it. And then if the rust is not starting to come off of it, then we'll come back and let it sit for another 15 minutes. So a total of 30 minutes. At that point, we'll flip these around and we'll let the other side soak in it. Once we do that, then we'll have to neutralize all of the acid, and I'll show you how to do that. But the first things first, we want to get this soaking. Now let's time it. 15 minutes, we'll come back and check it. All right, so you can see this kind of up close. I am just letting them just sit here in the bucket. So you got the water solution with the vinegar, and we're gonna just let that vinegar completely attack that rust. Okay, so it has been 15 minutes to this point, and I'm just gonna pull it out so you can kind of see not a lot has changed. So I'm gonna let it sit for another 15 minutes. Okay, so it has now been 30 minutes, and you can see the color of the solution is much different. You can also see lots of little bubbles in there, and in fact you can actually see bubbles rising to the surface. So since it's been in for 30 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and flip them over, and we'll see kind of what it looks like. Okay, so I have just flipped them over, and you can see how different these look. Now there is a little bit, you can see if I get up close, you can still see a little bit of rust. That will come off when we start to scrub it. Okay, so I have let this sit for another 30 minutes on the other side, and you can see how amazing this is starting to look. I mean, you can see how much of the rust has actually come off. Okay, so how we're going to actually do this is we are going to take a half a cup of baking soda. We're going to mix it in this spray bottle of just water, shake it all up, and we'll spray it right on. Okay, with our baking soda solution mixed, we're just going to spray it all down on top of all these. So we're going to spray it down really, really good. Okay, flipping over, and we'll do the other side really good. So what we're going to do is I'm going to first rinse them with a hose, and then I'm going to use this SOS pad to just kind of scrub everything clean on them. We'll rinse it off again. All right, so now I'm just going to take the SOS pad, and we're going to just scrub the rest of this off. So you can see how it's already starting to come off. That black finish is coming off too. But the main thing is getting all that rust out. Okay, the next step is to get these dry. You can see how good they actually turned out. Look at how all the rust is gone. They look so good. So now we're going to dry it. I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to do a leaf blower just to get the first part going. Then I'll show you how to do the rest of it. Okay, so now I'm just going to take the rag and I'm going to dry everything off. Just make sure it's really dry. So now that they're dry, we've stopped the acid. Now we are going to coat it with oil. And this is avocado oil. And I'm going to just pour it generously over both of them. And I'm going to rub it in with a towel. Then once we're done with this, we'll take it into the oven and we'll continue seasoning them there. Okay, I'm just using a microfiber towel. And I'm just getting all of the grooves, everything. I'm just putting the oil everywhere. So you can see they're starting to look pretty good. Once we take it in and get it in the oven, this should start blackening up like it normally looks. Okay, so in the oven they go. They are going to bake at 450 degrees for 1 hour. Okay, so I wanted to bring them back out in the light so you can see after we have seasoned it, you can see how nice and black these are now. They turned out really, really good. I am surprised at how well this actually worked out. Now, to do it properly, they recommend seasoning another 2 times, so a total of 3 times. So you can put some more oil on it and season it 1 more time, 2 more times in the oven. So that's what they recommend, but I just wanted to show you how amazing these turned out. And there you have it. It turned out really, really good. I was a little skeptical to see if this would actually work, and you know what? It did. So thank you so mumuch for sticking it out to the end so you can see how it turned out. If you did like this, make sure you hit that like button. It really goes a long ways for us. Don't forget to subscribe. We have all kinds of good stuff here on the channel. If there's something that you don't know how to do and want to know how to do it, leave me a comment down below and we'll see if we can tackle it for you. Thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next project.